Apex Season 21 coming out tomorrow. I guess first, let's have a look at Alter, shall we? Okay. So Alter is an agent of chaos, primarily concerned with having fun and bringing about the end of the world. Everything is a game to her, and she's always looking for an advantage. Her kit adds an entirely unique dimension to Apex games, allowing her to create void passages through Geo or escape through the void to her nexus when her enemies believe they have the upper hand. Her ability to craft unsuspecting rotations through the world will sow new levels of disorder in the ring, and she can't wait to watch the whole place burn. Right, let's get to her stuff. Passive, Gift from the Rift. Can remotely interact with a death box to claim one item. Interesting. I would like to know the range on that. Is that across the whole map, or is that within a certain range? Does it have to be invisible range? I like that it can't be a shield core, because that'd be kind of busted. Okay, Tactical Void Passage. Creates a portal passageway through the surface. We've all seen this. We saw it in the trailer just there. Create a regroup point that all allies can remotely interact with to open a phase tunnel back to that location. Now, I want to see this in the range. I don't really understand how it functions properly. So we'll have a look at that later on. Upgrades. So her level 2 Evo upgrades are reduce ultimate cooldown by 30 seconds. Hard to say how good that is because we don't know what the max, what the usual cooldown is. Or Void Vision, extend highlights to see health bars after exiting tactical. I think, for me, that feels like a really strong one. That feels a lot stronger than this. Depending on how you're playing, I guess. Level 3, Void Nexus no longer times out. So usually the ultimate has a duration. But this means that it's permanent, which is fucking crazy. Or reduce attack cooldown by 10 seconds. Now, my understanding is, with this cooldown by 10 seconds and a gold helmet, she has perma uptime on her tactical. Excuse me. She has perma uptime on a tactical. Which is kind of wild. Which means you can always have a portal up. So let's see how she plays. I think she's going to be super fun. I think she's going to change the way the game is played quite significantly. And you're going to have to be much more hyper aware of your surroundings, I think. You know, you can't just hold a door. You've got to think about, you know, your roof and stuff like that now as well, because they could come at you from anywhere. Solos! In case you missed it, solos will be taking over duos. Okay, this I don't like. I don't know why they can't learn this lesson. It's so annoying. Why are you taking over duos to put this in? Why can you not just have this as a separate thing? So then people can do solos, duos, or trios. I don't understand. The solos might be super good and it might be really fun, but why do it as a takeover of something else for that long? That's like a month and a half that people are not going to be able to play duos for. At least. We've taken aspects of some of our most popular modes and integrated them to keep things interesting. Use your battle sense to detect nearby enemies. Tear things up with pre-kitted weapons and attachments and keep the fight going with auto heal and second chance mechanics. Okay. Love it. Solos is great. Love it. Great. Hate this. Hate it. They keep fucking doing it, and it really irritates me. Not just Apex, every game that does this. I don't understand why you do it as a fucking takeover. It's so dumb. So fucking dumb. Upheaval map rotation. So I think we all know Broken Moon, Kings, and World's Edge. Right, let's get to the balance updates, and we'll come back to these two other things here. Wingman returns to the floor. Yay! Let's go, baby. Projectile size reduced to pre-care package values. Totally fair. Damage reduced to 45. Back to what it used to be. So they've just reverted back. No, like, hard nerfs. Scully removed. What is this, guys? Why have you reduced my hipfire, man? I'm the hipfire wingman king. Why have you reduced my hipfire accuracy? I'm actually mad about that. Now takes boosted loader hop up. No longer takes mags as attachment. So you can't have more than 6 bullets, but you can get a boosted loader. Which I think boosted loader is +2 when you hit it, right? Yeah, they were nerfing me. That's the thing, Ricky. Yeah, they were nerfing me with that one. So, super stoked to have Wingman back on the floor. I am going to be raining hell on these lobbies with this gun. Devo going in the care pack. New reverse hipfire. Sustained hipfire will tighten accuracy instead of widen. Damage increased to 16. With a magazine size of 54. And reserve ammo 324. Evo's going to be strong, yeah? You don't get a lot. I don't feel like you get a lot of ammo for how quickly you go through ammo on a Devo. You can easily 1v3 a fight with this. I think this is going to be pretty disgusting. We need to try it in firing range, but this is pretty fucking disgusting. Gold weapons rotation. So Nemi is going into rotation. Triple take into gold. PK going as gold. Prowler and the longbow. Damn, gold and PK is... Whew. In fact, gold and Nemi is raw. Holy. Oh, I love this. I love this change. Love this. Guaranteed weapons out of loot bins. Love this change. The first loot bin opened by an unarmed player will always contain a weapon. Such a good fucking change. The amount of times that you hot drop and it's just complete RNG as to whether you land on a weapon or not, it's fucking bullshit. So I'm so here for this change. I think that's amazing. That's a really fucking solid change. Well done. Bringing knuckles to a gunfight is the most engaging gameplay, so improving weapon acquisition consistency in the early game. Yes. Oh, yes, Apex. Come on, son. Retrieving banners from death boxes. Collecting a banner will no longer lock the player out of critical gameplay actions. So what I guess this means is it doesn't like pause you into grabbing something when you grab the banner. Like you can still fire and stuff. Like it doesn't take that animation, I think. Running, shooting, and punching and reviving will all break out of the banner collect animation while still registering as a successful collection. Oh, so it still does the animation, but you can get out of it. Right. Players can immediately interact with the death box a second time while the animation is playing, or continue holding the... Oh, this is so good. That's so good. And also in those situations where you you know, where you're trying to shield swap in the middle of a fucking shit fight off your mate's box, and then you get fucked by collection. Yeah, love this. This is just such a good quality of life change. I've died, you've died, we've all died trying to help our allies get back in the fight, but at least now we can't blame grabbing the banner. 100. Collecting banners is a positive action in Apex, and for too long we punish that action with a brief moment of pure help. I love this, guys. This is such a good change. Survival items and support bins. Survival items now only spawn from a support bin's tray if the team is in need. This is really cool. It can identify this. I was a bit skeptical, but this is fucking cool. Survival items have been feeling abundant lately, so we're reducing their frequency in support bins by only spawning them when players meet specific requirements. Like needing a mobile respawn when you've got eliminated allies. I want to know like what's the criteria for each each survival item. Like, how will it know when you need an evac tower? How will it know when you need a heat shield? You know what I mean? But this is really cool. I think that's I think that's a nice quality of life change for supports. Interesting. Really solid balance changes, these. I think this is... I don't know whether someone has just written them a fucking list and gone, sort this shit out. But this is really solid. I'm a big fan. Right, 30-30. Obviously no Scully. Is that the only... Oh, this is just attachments. Have they not nerfed the 30-30 in any other way? Oh, I don't know about that. It might be enough. We'll see. Charge rifle, ADS recoil improved and stabilized. Who gives a fuck? Get this gun out of the game, honestly, at this point. Longbow, skull piercer removed. Barrel stay removed as well. Base recoil significantly improved. And projectile gravity reduced. And ADS in it. Oh, nice buffs for the longbow. We've always considered a longbow a great entry-level sniper that's easy to run. Over time, we've come to realize that being a good entry-level weapon and requiring lots of attachments to come online are at odds with one another. True. Simplifying the longbow's loot chase to make it more base-level approachable is intended to improve its early game effectiveness. This is some nice buffs for the longbow. Yeah. Triple take now takes boosted loader hop up. We'll see how that feels functionally. So Scully removed from the loot pool completely. So there's no Scullies at all. And boosted loader is back. Reloading while near empty will speed up reloading and overload next mag with 2 rounds, as it was before. Digi is out. No Digi at all. Ever, ever, ever. Ever, ever, ever. Interesting. Now, it doesn't... I think we still have the Digi optics for snipers, which might honestly become the meta if you can get them. You know, if you can get them out of a pack or something, that might be the solution, because no more Digi at all on anything. Which means I feel like Bangalore is going to be super heavy meta again. As far as I know, the recoil has improved to the point of it being like you have a purple stab. Yeah, well, I think it's just... Well, we don't know the metrics. It just says significantly improved. So, yeah, big change. Big change. I think that also really helps Caustic. You know? Right, legend changes. Here we go. Ash. Arc Snare changed to left-handed cast. Is that as to not interrupt? Is that to not, like, interrupt the smoothness of the animation with firing straight after? No longer stows weapons or interrupts consume. Oh. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I should have just read on. Yeah. Phase breach. Inspired by some alter tech, nearby enemies will be highlighted for players traveling through the void. Nice little mini buff for Ash. But it seems a little redundant giving that to Ash when alter can just have it on a much lower cooldown queue. You know? Like, don't get me wrong, that's nice for Ash, but she seems a bit redundant now in general. I mean, Ash's kit in general is a bit redundant when alter can do the same thing, but just better and much more often. You know? I think that, I mean, the Arc Snare change is nice. It's a nice quality of life change, but I don't think any of these changes make Ash viable in any way, particularly. I think she's just a bit mid, really. She doesn't really offer... I mean, the phase breach is nice if you coordinate properly and you can, like, ape a team through it. I don't think it really offers much. I don't see why you take Ash over other people with that. Ballistic. Whistler. Damage from a planted smart bullet increased to 10. Oh, big. Big. 10 damage. Watch out. Care pack insight removed. New slingshot. Improves ballistic base sling weapon to a blue set level 2 and purple set level 3. Okay, so when you upgrade your Evo, it automatically upgrades your sling weapon to the base level of that. So level 2 Evo, you get blue to match your armor. So blue attachments and everything. And a level 3 purple. I think they should extend it to level 4 as well. I feel like you should give it gold at level 4. And that's a bit crappy. But anyway, we're replacing a lackluster perk with something more interesting. Especially for those ballistic players that like tapping into their slim weapons in non-ult scenarios. No one does that. 3 tech-related upgrades is plenty. Let's make some room for the third weapon. I like the thought. Yeah, okay, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't think it makes him viable, but I don't mind it. Right, Bloodhound. Beast of the Hunt. Cooldown increased to 4 minutes for the ult. That's a big nerf to the ultimate. Nox with ult active no longer extend duration. That is a big Bloodhound nerf. I don't mind it. I think Bloodhound is very, very strong right now. I don't mind a little bit of balancing. And I think it means I think you become a lot less reliant on Beast of the Hunt now. And you have to be a lot more timing with when you activate it because you've got a longer cooldown, and B, you know you can't extend the duration. So what you've got is what you've got. So I think you have to be a lot more... When you pop it, you have to know you're going to fight. And you got to fight. So I don't mind that. Really. Upgrades level 3. Attack cooldown removed. Huh? Does that mean what I think it means? There's no way that that's... Oh, okay. Fucking hell. I read that and I was like, no way. There's no way that you give unlimited scans. That's fucking wild. Right. Okay. I'm with you guys. I'm with you. Holy shit. I just had a heart attack, man. Okay. Guys, I got it. Taste of Blood. Buffed HP gain on knock to 50 was 25. New long hunt. Knocks extend beast. Oh. Right. So they've just put the extended hunt duration on a upgrade instead. So they've taken these off. Let's see what they say. Beast of the Hunt has a lot of power baked into it, considering perfect vision through smoke, increased movement speed, and a generous extension timer. We wanted to break that down so players lean into a specific playstyle and axe the uninteresting hidden power of decreased attack cooldown. A Bloodhound synergizes very well with two of the most popular legends at comp level. True. But we want to be mindful of their appeal across skill bands. We're not doing anything big to this approachable legend until we gauge their place at the top end in a digi-free world. I mean, I think Bloodhound is necessary now. I don't think you can justify not having a scan legend at least, but I don't think these nerfs are enough to knock Bloodhound off the top spot, really. But it's interesting. It's an interesting way to do it. You know, they've the scan is as it is. You can't reduce it. And now, if you want the extended duration, you can have that, or you can get HP. I think, honestly, I would guess that 9 times out of 10, you want the duration. The 50 HP is real nice. If you're back-to-back, like if you're getting thirded, it could save you in a fight. But what the ult gives you in terms of vision, movement speed, I think just outweighs what you can get from 50 HP, which you can get anyway. But I can see situations where this would be useful. We'll have to see. I don't think this is enough to knock Bloodhound off. And in fact, I think the digi changes make Bloodhound even more meta than just before. It's just HP. I think that's why it doesn't feel good to me, is because, you know, obviously the way that Apex works is normally you take out shields, not HP first. So you have to be like low to justify this at the time. There's a lot of things that have to work and coalesce for this to be useful, whereas this will always be useful. Do you know what I mean? Right, Catalyst, Piercing Spikes. Cooldown decreased to 20 seconds. Was 25. Okay, not bad. Long cast upgrade integrated into base tactical. I don't really know what this means. Oh, sorry. The long cast tactical here, the long cast upgrade, increased spike range, throw range by 40 is now automatically. So they've just buffed this by giving it a 40% throw range straight up. So it's kind of back to how old Catalyst was. What's up, Scales? Yeah, I think that's what we're looking at right now. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think the throw range is necessarily the most important thing with Catalyst, but not bad. Dark Veil length increased, so they've given it another 5 meters. Not bad. And we've got some new upgrades, which we'll have a look at in a second. New Ferrodor. Fully rebuild and reinforce missing doors with passive. Oh, that's an upgrade. We'll get to that in a second. Catalyst could use some love after our ult nerfs and Sister Spikes needed some competition. Hopefully making tac charges more available with a baseline cooldown buff and creating a situationally strong alternative via passive upgrade helps strike a balance. Now that the ult upgrades are decoupled, there are some difficult choices to make at both levels that we suspect are influenced by match flow. This I like. I like this idea. So they've taken away these two, the spike throw range and the increased number of spikes. And instead you have increased ultimate length by 15 or increase. So they've kept sister spikes basically. And they've just changed long cast to long veil so you can increase ult by 15. Breakout level 3. So they've got rid of the ultimate lifetime increase and the length because obviously length has gone to level 2. So instead, you've got Ferrados. This fully rebuild and reinforce missing doors with passive. This is kind of fucking cool. But I also feel like this does nothing against Altar. Which, in the beginning of the season, this means fuck all. Because they're not using the doors. They're not trying to get through the doors. They can just get through the walls. But in general, I think this is quite a cool passive. That's an interesting way to like hunker down. Increase ultimate lifetime by 5. Depending on how you're playing, I think this one can be super useful. If nothing else, then maybe just to force an Altar team to try and go through the wall or the roof. So, not bad. I think Cat is one of those that situationally feels like they could be really useful against an Altar meta. But also could also just skip past the spikes. So, also it can work both ways. Caustic! Caustic, gas damage and slow now stops immediately after Caustic squad is eliminated. That's a nice quality of life change. I like this change a lot. Gas damage ramps from 4 to 10 max. Was 5 uncapped. Okay. So they haven't taken off the slow. Unless you kill the squad. I'm not sure this is much. I don't think this is enough of a nerf to take Caustic out of the meta. Especially with what we're looking down the barrel of. I think Caustic is still going to be really strong. I don't think this changes anything, to be honest. A bit disappointingly so. I feel like you needed a bit more of a nerf than this, but okay. Conduit. Radiant Transfer can no longer target a Revenant while Forged Shadows is active. Respawn, you are fucking cooking with this patch. Woo! You are cooking. Let's go. Fucking lovely to see. Yes. Love this. No conduit rev bullshit. When Revenant activates Forged Shadows, any temporary shield generation ends immediately. Rev will keep any temp shields generated before activating his ultimate. What a great change, guys. Huge. Love that. Right, they've changed the upgrades. I'll have a look in a second. Conduit maintains a healthy pick rate and has cemented herself as a strong support pick, even after the last round of nerfs. You don't want to hit her effectiveness as a legend that pushes the tempo in combat. This is targeted nerf to one of her synergies that felt more explosive. Yeah, 100%. 100. The changes, so now you can stack up to 3 batteries per inventory slot. What happens if you have a gold bag? Does this move to 4? Or is it always at 3? Because if it doesn't stack, this is kind of shitty. It doesn't stack, so just 3. Okay, in which case that's kind of shitty. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Crypto! Here we go. Let's see some good fucking crypto changes. Let's go. Neuralink network traffic upgrade now integrated into base kit, which is deploying the drone calls out squads in the area. So now this is, you get that all the time. Squad count banners are now visible anytime the drone is in a deployed state. Okay. Upgrades level 2. So they haven't really done much apart from just change his upgrades. So let's go through them here. Crypto upgrades at the start of season 20 left a lot to be desired. We hope this suite of changes resonates with a couple of different playstyle types, particularly when it comes to players' affinity to pilot the drone more actively versus passively. Let's have a look. So, passive and ult range increased by 25% or improved drone handling. That's so fucking vague. Improved drone handling is so vague. What does that mean? We need to see how that feels, I think. Upheaval level 3. Double drone recharge rate. Getting a speed boost when it explodes. Drone scan persists for 1.5 seconds. This one's pretty good, I think. It feels like the double recharge rate is quite nice for... I mean, you could almost use it, if I'm understanding this right. It almost feels like you could use it as like a bloodhound scan. You can just throw the drone out to get a scan on people and to find out who's in the area. And if it gets blown up, then fuck it. You'll probably have another one in like 10, 15 seconds, right? So it's much more consistent scanning than, oh, you kill the drone? Oh, we're fucked. I need to see how this feels physically, because on paper it sounds all right, but I think it depends how it feels in game. Like, how long is the speed boost and how quick is the speed boost? I'm going to assume it's the same as like bang passive, but then how long does that last for? How long's the recharge rate now with this perk? How good is the handling with this perk? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Zeri. Like, have the drone fly to him. I'm wondering if they think that's maybe a bit too much. If they think maybe that's a bit too OP by just having constant pulse scans as he runs. But we'll see how this feels. Crypto might... I mean, to be honest, with the removal of digis, scan legends are key, I think. So... we may see a place in the meta for a crypto scan legend instead of Bloodhound. We'll see how it feels. Fuse. Upgrades. Big Bang removed. Ringmaster gain access to ring consoles. Meh. Not terrible. It's okay. I mean, it's better than Big Bang, to be fair. Big Bang sucks. Scar tissue. Simplified and buffed damage mitigation to remove lingering burn effects. Take a flat 20 damage when crossing the mother load instead of 37 over time. Okay, that's nicer. So easier for Fuse to cross his own mother load and take a fight. I don't mind that at all. Reckless. Oh, that's an upgrade, not an inherent. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting choice, depending on where you land, I feel like. Okay. Reckless, fixed explosive damage mitigation not being applied on continuous knuckle cluster hits. Okay. I mean, mini buffs for Fuse? Mini buff? I think both of these are not terrible. Not bad. Newcastle. Mobile shield throw animation speed increased. So it's 2.5 times faster. I like it. Castle wall will now destroy... This is so crazy, yo. Will now destroy incoming projectiles headed towards the front of the wall while energized. It will not destroy projectiles fired from behind, which means you can throw nades out, but nades that get thrown in are destroyed. Castle wall energized duration increased to 1 minute. So you have 1 minute where grenades don't work. Grenades thrown at it won't work. Stronghold Oh, that's an upgrade. They've just increased the strongholds, so the energized. Oh, that's actually crazy, guys. I didn't read that properly. If you get this upgrade and you get the stronghold upgrade, you're energized for 3 minutes, which means you have 3 minutes of nades not being able to get past your wall. That's actually fucking wild. Yo, Newcastle is viable. Newcastle is super viable now. Let's see what they say about it. The castle wall's in-game strength rarely matches the grandeur of its presentation. More often than not, the wall serves as a grenade beacon to surrounding threats, knowing that Newcastle just jumped to an ally in distress. True. I love that they've identified that. An ultimate level wall should not fail as much as it does, especially on a support legend that's built around turning the tide when his squad starts losing the advantage. The wall now requires more calculated counterplay and makes the stronghold upgrade a more compelling option. You will also find in the long wind-up when tossing his mobile shield left him pretty vulnerable trying to get back to his weapon. Yeah, I like it. Big Nuki buffs. I like this. You can make a really strong argument for Newcastle now. I don't know what you mean. I'm a Newcastle main. Right. My boy. My boy. Octane. My boy. What's up, Wox? Have you heard of the Mind Goblins? Are you going to say Mind Goblin these nuts? What, you think I was born yesterday? Get out of here with that weak sauce. Octane. Reckless removed. They're changing his fucking upgrades. I'm so here for this. Let's just look at them. Octane has a plus ultra tattoo, so we shouldn't inhibit his ability to double down on his tackle ult. While Reckless was thematically fun, Octane already has one of the best forms of explosive damage mitigation that's less hidden. Stem away. So fucking true. So fucking true. What's the point in having grenade mitigation when you can literally just run away from it? So let's see what they got. Level 2, gain an extra launch pad charge, or take 5 less stim damage. What's up, Jay? That's a hard choice now. That's a hard choice now. Changed. Why have they kept this in? What the fuck? Take it out. This is the only perk in the goddamn fucking game that is literally designed for a specific user input. This is the biggest crock of shit I've ever seen in my life. Why do you have a level 3 perk? This is a level 3 that specifically only works if you are a console player. This is the biggest crock of shit. I'm actually so mad about that. The double stim damage is nice, which means if I'm right, you only take 15 stim damage. If you take both of these, is that right? Because normally it's 25%. No. No, normally it's 20 damage. So you only take 10 damage if you take both of these perks every stim. Yo, this is a go fast racer build, and I'm here for it. There's no, like, I think you ignore this, honestly. I think it's not often you need double pad. I think you ignore it and you just take double stim. This is such, I mean, this is such bullshit, man. Get rid of this fucking ability. Listen, if console players want to tap strafe, do you know what they should do? Play fucking M&K. Watson. Falling stars. Pylons will stop spawning arc stars when a squad is eliminated. Okay, bit of a quality of life. Don't mind it. Split circuit no longer reduces her shield gen capacity. Okay. I don't think that really changes much for Watson. That's cool. Wraith, Into the Void and Dimensional Rift. Nearby enemies will be highlighted for players traveling through the void. So same as what Ash has got, same as what Alta's got. Nice quality of life, nothing too crazy. So solos, 6 weeks duos takeover. Fuck you, Respawn, for taking over. Hate it. 50 players, second chance respawn. Automatic respawn once if you die in the first 4 rounds. Excuse me. Second chance converted to Evo if unused by the round cutoff. Kind of cool. I like it. A battle sense HUD indicator when enemies are within 50 meters. Interesting mechanic. Auto heals. Health regenerates out of combat. Auto heal starts after each kill. Suppose that's to put less emphasis on trying to have heals. Not bad. Not bad. Additional adjustments to loot pool. Circle sizes and round times to accommodate solo play. Okay, not bad. Apart from it being a takeover, not bad. I think solos looks kind of fun if you just want to hop on and practice, vibe out, not doing anything too crazy. Mixtape. Does anyone really care about mixtape? Lockdown added to rotation. Mixtape map rotations, control, gun run, lockdown, TDM. Mixtape rotations, gun run, lockdown, TDM. You can read this in your own time. I'll be honest, I don't give a shit about any of this. Okay? Enjoy your mixtape shit. Enjoy. Ranked! Ranked. All players in a pre-made ranked squad must... Oh... They're bringing that back. I do not like this. All players in a pre-made ranked squad must be within 3 ranked tiers of each other, or they will not be allowed to progress to matchmaking. Does this mean, like, 3 ranked tiers as in gold 4 couldn't play with gold 1? Or does it mean, like, gold, silver, plat? If it's 3 ranked tiers as in silver, gold, plat or something like that, not as bad. If it's 3 tiers as in literally you have to be like within the 3 tiers of the same one, hate it. The big ranks. Okay, that's not as bad. I still feel like being restrictive is... I understand why they're doing it for competitive integrity. I still feel like it makes it difficult to play with your friends when you want. If you're playing with friends who maybe are much better or not as good as you. I don't like this restriction. We'll see how, but I understand why they're doing it. Season reset. Where you ended in your last season of ranked will determine where you start in upheaval. If you ended last season in rookie, you'll be reset to 1 RP. If you ended your last season above rookie, you'll be reset to bronze 4. Okay. Split 2 will take place at the same time as the 0.1 patch, not a week after like in previous seasons. Interesting. I think that makes more sense. Your end of season rewards will now be determined by the highest rank tier you achieved during the entire season. I think that's good. That's a nice change. So it's not where you end, it's your highest peak rank. I like this. This is a good change. Your split rewards, your season end reward badge will be animated if you match or surpass your split 1 rank in split 2. Okie dokie dokie. Improved end ring generation system. About fucking time. Bug fixes. Equipping an evac tower or mobile res will no longer cause inventories of okay, didn't know that was a thing, but that's cool. Fix some edge, blah, 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 anything. Olympus, players can no longer enter, exit the vault without key. Okay. I wonder, do you think you could alter into an Olympus vault? That'd be interesting. Survey beacons and ring consoles should now be pingable from the map. Good. When hip firing with the Devo, it will now probably track its reticle. Okay. Ballistic, duration of speedy whistler restored to 2 seconds. Passive markers no longer appear for teammates not on player's squad. Players can once again be scanned by 2 blood hands at the same time. Okie doke. Catalyst, fixed Dark Veil not charging for a short duration of spawn. Okay, recall audio when the drone is far away from you is audible once again. Okie dokie. Remove drill burn audio for players in the area of effect while phased. Okay, bloody bloody blah. Let's have a look at some quality of life. Airdropping replicators now project a beam upwards as they are descending to help differentiate from the other airdrops. You can now requeue at the end of pubs, BR, and mixtape matches. I love this. Just a simple requeue. It's nothing tricky, but I think it's a great feature. Ballistic can now add any locked set weapon into the sling, where it will be converted to the proper locked set tier. Interesting. I like it. That's a nice quality of life change. Deathbox flyers. Option to automatically pin the location of the deathbox will be prompted when knocking it from a flyer's grasp. Okay. Improve the choice of consumables that are auto-selected when either reaching full health, reaching full shields, or when dropping your last selected item. A new choice should more intelligently select shield consumables or prioritize syringes for quick healing. These changes were made to help new players. Okay. I don't mind it. Improved use interaction with doors when self-res is available. Yes! Thank you! Map spawn order. Yep. Upgraded to the latest version of Easy Anti-Cheat. It's about fucking time. It's about fucking time. It's about fucking goddamn time. Okay? Pings should now go through all translucent surfaces like windows. Players can now request for grenades, arc stars, frags, thermites. Works similar to healing items. Okay. I don't think that'll help my ping, but fuck it. Thunderdome. Who cares? Graphics. Change the ways players opt in. Significantly improve CPU performance. Okay, blah 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 blah. Right. We'll get into the big Broken Moon changes in a second. Overall, some dumb shit, not gonna lie, but mostly really cool changes. It feels like they're starting to finally listen to the community a bit more, perhaps. There's some really nice quality of life changes in this. Some of this stuff, the first loot bin is incredible. I love this. The collecting banner reworks, the support bins. They're thinking about how to make the game more fluid, and I think it's great. I'm absolutely here for it. So in general, I think a really good patch. No, obviously we've got alter. No weapon changes, really. I think the weapon metas are not gonna change much apart from the wingman being in the mix. But no new guns or anything. We obviously didn't expect that, but I think the weapon meta is gonna feel probably quite stale for season 21. I know pretty much already what I'm gonna be running for the whole season, and it's gonna be Volt Wingman. They've made no changes to the other SMGs. No weapon changes really at all, apart from the change of Scully and boosted loader. No damage adjustments, no recoil adjustments for any of the weapons, so that's a little bit disappointing. The legend changes are kind of nice. Some nice perk changes. We'll see how that shakes up. I really genuinely don't think it's going to change the meta too much. Apart from alter. Alter could change everything. Apart from that, I think in general, not a bad patch. Okay?